Hey guys, Zach Munoz here, co-founder of Unaltered Athletics. Today we are bringing you a killer chest workout. That's right, we're training chest today. I'm going to keep it very short and simple, just hit some very basic exercises, but we're going to hit them very intense, right? A lot of people think that oftentimes to break through plateaus and continue to see results, you got to be changing up your workouts and doing all these different kind of training methods, bodybuilding or powerlifting, CrossFit, should I do endurance, how many reps should I do? You don't need to put all those things in your head and confuse yourself. You really got to focus on two things. One is intensity, right? So keeping it very short rest periods in between sets. And then the second thing is time under tension, TUT, time under tension, which means that when you're doing those reps, you want to hold that negative portion slow on the way down and really make your muscles work for it while you're bearing that weight over your chest, right? So I don't want to see any bouncing up and down, right? We're gonna do it very slow and we're gonna keep it intense, right? So let's jump into it. All right guys, first exercise, we're at the cable flies. Now this is a great exercise to implement into your chest training routine so that you can really warm up the shoulders and prevent injury throughout the rest of your workout. Oftentimes, people let their ego get in the way and they want to go straight to the bench press, but that's a very exercise that's prone to injuring the shoulders, right? So we're going to warm up. I like to start off with 20 repetitions to really get blood circulating throughout the shoulders and then work up to a heavier weight as I go higher into the sets. Now, a few things to note with this exercise, depending on what area of the chest that you want to train, depends on how you're going to set the cables, right? So if you want to train the upper chest, you're going to bring the cables down, and from the ground you're going to come up. If you want to train the middle of the chest, you're going to bring the cables to shoulder height and come straight out, and then vice versa. If you want to train the bottom of the chest, you're going to put the cables up and then come straight down, which is what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so one thing to note here, when you start the exercise, when you first grab the cables, you want to pull your elbows into your rib cage, pull the cables to your chest, take a few steps out, and then begin the exercise. Don't try to start the exercise immediately after grabbing the cables, as you might be prone to injury there. Now, here you'll notice that as I come up, slight bend in the elbows. As I come down, I extend the elbows to get a full contraction on the chest, and repeat. Extension, slightly bend in the elbows, extension, get full contraction on the chest. Now, this is a variation. In case you don't have access to a machine or cables, you can get a bench, put it flat, and do the same thing with dumbbells. Full extension at the top, slight bend as you come down to the bottom.
All right, we just got done doing the cable flies, feeling a pretty good chest pump right now. Great way to pre-exhaust the chest. Now, so that I can hit the bench press. Now, a few things to note with the flat barbell bench press is elbow placement, right? So when you're executing this exercise, you want to make sure that your elbows are not flared out all the way up here, right? You're going to end up putting too much tension on your shoulder joint, on your rotator cuff, and get injured. So you want to make sure that when you're executing this exercise, your elbows are slightly down, and then you go ahead and you press to do the movement. Another thing is that you want to make sure that you're getting full range of motion, right? I see too many people that put weight on the bar and they just do this right here, right? This is all triceps. You want to make sure you really want to engage your full chest and get full muscle growth, that you do full range of motion coming all the way down and all the way up. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so I always like to start off with just the bar without doing any weights, again, to prevent injury and get good blood flow on the chest. I like to do about 20 repetitions just to warm up. You can say I have a slight bend in the elbow. They're tucked in a little bit, not flared all the way out. I also like to have my feet spread out to really give myself a solid base to have full power, right? So going up to 135. You want to work up to a heavier weight each set to really force growth into the muscle. All right, now this is a variation. In case you don't have access to a barbell, you can do the same thing with a free bench and some dumbbells. All right, so coming all the way down to get a full stretch on the chest and then full extension at the top.
All right, just got done with the bench press. Got a good sweat going on, good chest pump. Now, the third exercise, we're moving on to dumbbell flies, incline bench. All right, so focusing on the upper chest. Now, a few things to know with this exercise is that you want to make sure, similar to the cable flies that we did in the beginning, that at the end of the movement, you fully extend the arms to get a full contraction on the chest, right? So as you come down, you're going to have a slight bend in the elbow, and then as you come up, you're gonna straighten the arms so that you can get a full range of motion and really contract the chest, all right? So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so same thing as the first exercise with the cable flies. You're gonna have a slight bend in the elbow as you come down, and then extend the elbows as you come up to get a full squeeze and contraction on the chest. I like to personally bring my wrists, turn them out a little bit as I come down towards the bottom to take some tension off the shoulder. It's completely up to you, whatever you're most comfortable with. But for me personally, I turn the wrist out a little bit and then put them back together as I come up at the top of the movement. Here's a variation. So if you don't have dumbbells, you can do the same thing with a cable cord, right? So you just slide it under the bench and you're good to go. Same thing, bending the elbows and full extension at the top.
All right, so we did the cable flies to pre-exhaust the chest at the beginning of the workout, and we're gonna finish off with cable flies to really just push the blood back at the chest and finish off. So we already did our heavy lifting with the incline dumbbell flies and the barbell bench press. So now we're gonna lighten the load a little bit and really just focus on the form and really just pushing that blood in the muscles so that we can force that growth. And now I'm actually gonna do a superset. So I'm gonna combine incline push-ups to target the upper chest with the cable flies. So the incline push-ups, I'm gonna have my feet on top of a bench and doing push-ups, and then I'm gonna go ahead immediately after, without rest, execute the cable flies. Now, if you can't do incline push-ups with your feet on a bench or an elevated surface, then you can just do regular push-ups or do push-ups on your knees. But the whole point is just to do 2 exercises consecutively, back to back, without rest, to really force blood into the muscle and force growth. So let's get started.
Getting into the superset now, starting off with some incline push-ups. This is a great exercise to really force blood into the muscle and force that muscle growth into the chest. So we're doing incline now, all the way down, all the way up. You want to make sure that you keep a straight back, good posture on this movement. If you can't do the incline push-ups, you can always do a flat push-up, or you can get on your knees, whichever is most comfortable for you. Moving on to the cable flies. You can see that I brought the cables now to shoulder height instead of how I had it before on the first exercise. This is really to just get volume in the chest and build almost that 3D look, right, where the chest is really protruding out. So this is a great finisher to include in your chest routines.
All right, guys, just got done with a killer chest routine. Just like I said in the beginning of the workout, really didn't change it up too much, really just did some foundation exercises, but the main things to take away from this exercise routine is intensity and time under tension, right? Make sure that you guys are not resting a minute, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in between sets. Just get in and get out. So 45 seconds to a minute at max, and then time under tension, right? Really performing those reps nice and slow, getting a full range of motion so that you can really force that muscle growth. So that was today's chest training. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next videos that we have. We're gonna be doing back, arms, shoulders, legs, everything you name it. So make sure that you guys stay tuned at Unaltered Athletics. Zach Munoz out. All right, so we just got done with our training. Now it's time to take our supplements. Just as important as it is to make sure that we're utilizing proper form with our training, we're keeping our workouts intense, it's equally important to make sure that we're taking our supplements the right way so that we can get the most results out of our training possible. Now, immediately after training, I'm gonna take my 100% unaltered whey isolate protein. It has 30 grams of pure whey isolate protein per scoop. So I actually use it as an entire meal replacement altogether, and then I won't have my next meal until about an hour, 2 hours after that. It's also 100% naturally flavored and sweetened, so it mixes very smoothly and easily with other ingredients. So depending on what your caloric intake goals are for the day, you can mix different things with it, peanut butter, fruits. Maybe if you're looking for a higher fat content because you're on a keto diet, you can throw an avocado in the blender with it. So it mixes very easily with other ingredients depending on what your daily calorie goals are. So that's the protein. Now my 100% unaltered pre-workout, I'm gonna take 30 minutes before my training to give me that added energy boost that I need to push me through my workout.
This is an awesome product that has 6 grams of citrulline malate per scoop, which has been clinically proven to increase the amount of repetitions performed by 50%. So this is huge, extremely powerful product for increasing not only energy, but endurance and stamina with your training as well. Now, the 100% unaltered BCAAs specifically for muscle recovery. So it has exactly 11.25 grams of BCAAs per scoop, the highest amount of amino acids per scoop than any other BCAA formulation on the market. You can take this product one of 2 ways. You can either do it during your training or you can take it after your training. Me personally, I like to take my 100% unaltered BCAAs during my workout. I feel like it gives me that added energy boost that I need to push me all the way to the end of my training. Now, the 100% unaltered fat burner, extremely powerful product for boosting your metabolic rate throughout the day so that you can burn more fat. We utilize a clinical 20 milligram dose of Yohimbe, which has been clinically proven to reduce body fat percentage by 2 percentage points in just 21 days. So extremely powerful product for boosting that metabolic rate. You're gonna take 3 capsules in the morning on an empty stomach and then 2 capsules before your lunch. Now, the 100% unaltered CLA, it's 3 soft gels daily, 1 with your breakfast, 1 with your lunch, and 1 with your dinner. It works specifically to target that midsection fat, right? That stubborn belly fat, usually the hardest fat to get rid of. So 3 soft gels daily. Now, the 100% unaltered testosterone booster, extremely beneficial for building lean muscle, burning fat, boosting your libido. You're gonna take 3 capsules in the morning on an empty stomach and then 2 before lunch. Now, depending on how your stomach handles it, if you take it and you have any kind of stomach agitation, you can take it with your food. So if you want, you can take 3 capsules with your breakfast in the morning and then 2 capsules with your lunch. So extremely powerful products. You wanna make sure that you're taking your supplements the right way, guys, so that you can get the most results out of your training possible. Make sure that you like and subscribe to this video, turn the notifications on so that you can stay tuned with all the other awesome videos that we have coming out with, workout routine videos, nutrition tips. So make sure that you guys stay tuned. The entire 100% unaltered supplement line is available both on unalteredathletics.com and on Amazon. So make sure that you guys check it out today. Zach Munoz out.